welcome back. According to ancient Hindu scriptures, Shiv is the great deity of yoga, being the first yogi or originator of yoga. Amongst his many names, he is also called Yogeshwara, the Lord of Yoga, and is often portrayed in the Padmasana or the lotus pose. This ancient practice has become a lifestyle for millions around the world. We caught up with teachers from the Living Yoga School in Johannesburg to learn more about their journey with this age-old practice.
Yoga's Sanskrit word comes from the root word yoke, to yoke something together. And a lot of people see it as a joining of body and mind. Yes, it does mean that, but it means much more than that. It means connecting yourself with the bigger self, or your small consciousness with great universal consciousness. In fact, yoga means oneness of being. It means all of us are connected. Every single one of us is the same. Even scientists say at a molecular level, we are all exactly the same. We're just moving at different frequencies of sound. And yoga and the practice, the physical practice, a very powerful way to start to align your body with the universe.
Through the physical body and through asana and moving on our mats, that is a physical practice, but that helps us to access our spiritual side and access the meditation, and it is an incredible doorway into a spiritual practice. And yoga is often just understood as being what we see on the mat, as being this physical practice, but it goes so much deeper than that into the way we live our lives, karma, the way we deal with the world, which is a very spiritual thing.
There are so many other aspects to yoga that get ignored. Sound, for one, chanting, so important. Using Sanskrit, using the words, reading, all of those things start to vibrate you at the same frequency as the universe, and you start to have an understanding that goes beyond intellect. As soon as you start to chant mantras like Lokha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, you're going beyond the intellect and you're starting to vibrate your body at the same frequency as those words, which are such powerful words. In fact, if the whole world was living by those words, we wouldn't be seeing a world that we're seeing right now. The Om, which is the most sacred sound, it is the sound of the universe. So when you chant Om, you are connecting all of your molecules to the earth, which is big and powerful and encompasses us all. People place too much importance on looking fantastic in a pose, and that's not what it's about. It's about how well do you connect to the earth, and how well can you stay connected to your breath and connected to the moment while you're practicing.
There were muscles that had been asleep for years due to bad posture, just lifestyle, the way we sit at the office, the way we drive, the way we stand, and the way we carry tension in our body will affect things like posture and movement. And I actually started doing it a lot more once I discovered yoga. I started doing it a lot more because I had lower back problems. And just learning to engage my bandhas, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, where it supports the lower back a lot, it actually started eliminating my back pain. I don't even have lower back pain anymore after years of practice.
everybody can use a little bit more presence. The pose you're in right now, the breath you're taking right now, the situation you're in. And not all the situations you are in will be very nice. There's Monday mornings, and then there's weekends, and then there's periods where you go on holiday, and then there's periods where it's work. And if you learn how to be a little bit more okay or comfortable in those tough situations, I think that's one of the major lessons that I received from yoga, and that I hope a lot of people can experience.
This altar, the shrine, all of these deities are not meant to be seen as external to us. So we can't think of what wisdom looks like. We can't think of what transformation looks like. If you say the word, it's an abstract idea. But if you put it into a form, like a deity, you can see it, and it's a reminder to you of what you have in yourself. So having a shrine or an altar is not to bow down to something external from you. It's to bow down to the qualities that we all have in us.
And yes, it did originate in the East, but it's become more than that. And with everything in life, whatever you receive, you use it to your benefit in your way, in your life, the way it's going to work. So a lot of people do yoga and do go into the religious aspects of the Eastern practice, and that's beautiful. You can do that if you want, but it's not tied into that.
The very, very first step on the yogic path is ahimsa, and it's not. Ahimsa means non-violence or non-harming, and it doesn't mean to yourself. It comes from the yamas, and the yamas are the restraints or how you treat the world. And ahimsa is the very first one. Before you even get to your mat, that's the very first thing you should be practicing. And so it goes hand in hand that you should be practicing a diet that is causing the least amount of harm to the planet and the beings that share the planet with you.
Discipline, it's practice, but it is a way of simplifying your life. It's a way of just shedding away all the chaos, letting life settle. When you get onto your mat, it's just an opportunity just to be fully present for yourself.